Hello and welcome back to the Xpert 11 Road to Glory series, where last time we managed to beat Deportivo Celso away from home to be unbeaten in 4 league games. In this episode we face our toughest test of the season as we face the league leaders Real Peeps, who have won every single game in the division so far. While Real Peeps are facing us, Real Madrid and Belfast City are facing off against each other, so this is a massive round of the season. Let's see the team news for this match. The timely return of Sergei Kvyatkovsky means we're able to fill a full-strength team against Real Peeps, albeit with 1 or 2 players that are only in there for DV because they're struggling to get to the required standards so far this season. Anyway, the team is Dihor in goal, the back 4 of Gorga, Van der Kreis, Santa Maria and Delia, midfield Canamasas, Kvyatkovsky, Cayolla, Tilby and Roma, and Mota as the lone man up front. Real Peeps should be a familiar opponent. They were, after all, the team we beat 3-2 after being 2-1 down towards the end of last season. However, they are all a bar stronger, well nearly all of them anyway, due to the fact that they are also a youth team. As a result, their team is Tudor in goal, a back 4 of Hay, Pazat, Galante and Priest. They all have a midfield 4 of Alexander, Frampton, Woodford and Andrade, and a front 2 they've gone for the firepower up front with Perret and Benham up front. Alright then, let's go live to the supermassive black hole for this massive match. The captains for this massive match are Gavril Gorga for the Knights of Cydonia and Ron Woodford for Real Peeps. The referee is a Constance Payne. Knights are in red, Peeps are in blue, and the match will get underway now! And surprisingly we are starting to spike the possession here, but it's not going to be an easy game after all. This is the league leaders who are unbeaten up to this stage. We have a free kick in a dangerous position early on in this game. Gavril Gorga just strike it straight on goal, and he's hit the left post. Well, Tudorian is an improving keeper, and Gavril Gorga is starting to show his age at 36 here, but we're going to break away now. Celso Mota tries to round the goalkeeper, and it's saved by Tudorian. It was too easy for him. Tudorian is a fastly growing keeper as a 23-year-old 10-skill goalkeeper, and we've got an injury here. Declan Frampton has been slightly injured for Real Peeps, so Arnold Smith will be replacing him. Now, you may look at the stats and think that that's a good change since Frampton's a stronger player than Arnold Smith. However, Arnold Smith is the joint leading scorer, well, he's the leading assist man in the division. Power shot by Ronaldo Cayolla, and he scores! Ronaldo Cayolla has given Knights of Cydonia the lead against the league leaders Real Peeps, with Pim Van der Kreis getting an assist, but Real Peeps in the straight of the attack here, lob header by Enrique Galante, and it's saved by Geo Dihor. What a massive goal that is for our season! Amazing! This could be a massive blow to Real Peeps' chance of winning the division. However, at half time we are 1-0 up. Amazing, really. Real Peeps have had just 1 chance while we have had 3. This is quite frankly surprising. However, a 1-0 lead is always a dangerous lead, and as the second half gets underway, we have a lot to do in order to secure a victory. We've got a card here though. Celso Mota has been yellow carded for handball. Thankfully he wasn't anywhere near our penalty area, and so the play goes on. 60 minutes play, it's still 1-0, and meanwhile there's a bit of an interesting game between Belfast City and Real Madrid as Personal Priest is yellow carded for elbowing. But yeah, as you can see, it's finally poised, so Real Peeps might actually get away with losing this game. Good breakaway here though, and then Tilby tries to round the goalkeeper, and it's easy for Tudor, but this is a surprising performance. We're the dominant team in this game, easily the dominant team. 77 minutes play, we have another chance here. Cayolla again, he was the goal scorer in the game and he misses the goal by a hair's breadth. At 37 years old, you are bound to not have any real consistency, and he's here to have showed it here. 87 minutes played and we're about to end this game. There's a thriller in one of the other games, but that's it for this game. What a victory this is. We've become the first team this season to beat Real Peeps home or away. That is a massive victory for us. Gavril Gorga is our man of the match, while for Real Peeps, Ron Woodford is their man of the match. We have won our last 5 league matches, so the question really has to be asked. Are we really relegation battlers, or are we actually promotion contenders? It may not have been as entertaining as the last game between the teams, which will finish with a thrilling 4-3 victory to Real Peeps, but it must not be underestimated how big this victory is. We managed to outplay them tactically, which was crucial to getting the win, as that is not an easy thing to do against that team. Okay, so we didn't completely nail them on tactics, but most importantly, we managed to avoid their defensive style with our own attacking style, which left them completely open for us to create so many chances against them. And as the halfway point of the season approaches, we have to say it's looking pretty unlikely that we will win the division, but could a playoff spot be possible? In fact, I think this team is getting close to be able to get into a position where it can challenge for promotion to Division 5, but that may be another season off. Let's take a look at the team of the week and see who got in. The team of the week this week is Elvis Grusel of Red FC in goal. The back four of Hubert Terrien, Republic of Mancunia, Patrick Ebra, Real El Madrid, John Svensson, Belfast City, and Gavril Gorga, Knights of Cydonia. Midfielder Luc Boucherie, Real El Madrid, Dirk Dilly, Real El Madrid, Anker Gerdzirk, Republic of Mancunia, and Norris Norton, Belfast City. And a front two of David, Real El Madrid, and Runa Soderlund, Belfast City. Manager of the round is me. This is my third Manager of the Round award this season, my 22nd overall in charge of this club. Pretty good going so far. We are halfway through the season, and with development now the primary focus, let's check on how this team is developing. And DV is looking pretty good so far. As you can see, a lot of players are on 16s or 18s, well, a couple on 18s, but mostly around 16-15 mark, with a couple of exceptions, like Alvito Roma, who got injured during the season, so he's only limited to 12 at the halfway point of the season, as well as Gilberto Manuel, who arrived after 2 league games had already been played, so he's only on 14 DV. However, there is time to whip these guys into shape and hopefully get them to the 17 DV mark. So, let's take a look at the standings so far. Despite Real Peeps' defeat to us, they still lead the division on 18 points, and that is because Real El Madrid, their nearest promotion rivals, dropped points after losing a thrilling match against Belfast City 3-2. The battle for supremacy in mid-table is getting a bit intense now, with Republic of Mancunia winning 3-0 away at Red FC to cement their place above Belfast City, but they are still behind us. The other game in the division saw Patagal and Deportivo Celso draw 0-0, a result that lifts both Deportivo and Patagal above Red FC. Deportivo, despite having a team of 16-year-olds, now have 4 points this season. Even more impressive, we have 15 points, the same number as Real Madrid, and are only behind on goal difference. Things are getting a bit interesting now as we have sneaked into the promotion picture. But are we really strong enough yet for Division 5? I am not convinced we are ready for Division 5 yet, personally. But nevertheless, we will see how this season plays out and play for development in the rest of the matches, and maybe try and sneak a few shock results in there somewhere. But regardless, that is the end of this episode for today. So, next time on the Xpert 11 Road to Glory series, we face the second match against Real Peeps as the second half of the season gets underway. And the match this time is at Corneria. See you guys then!